This week on the Push Relays podcast, why we don't like coaching robots. And Stephen Bartlett, your thumbnail is a bit close to the bone, mate. 3, 2, 1. Ahora tengo hambre.
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Relays podcast with myself, Damik.
And me, Tom Hall. What's going on, bro? Why are you doing a countdown?
Senor Meek. I was just doing it. I just knew what was coming. I was just like,
I thought you were
I knew something Spanish was coming.
I thought you were the right response to me in like 3, 2, 1.
No, mate. I don't know any Spanish other than that.
You
Hola.
do. Hola.
Hola. It's a good one, isn't it?
Well, I said.
I'm going to do. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Ben Carpenter, and I'm going to learn Spanish for your best man speech. Just going to do it, all right? Just in private. I've told you now. No, I'm not going to do it anyway.
Well,
you know, I wouldn't do that. Fucking hell.
I mean, it'd be weirder if you did it in Korean, like he did it. But
yeah, my shit at yours. Yeah, no one, literally no one understands it.
No, I said now I'm hungry, which is true.
Yeah, I'm hungry as well. Actually, yeah. Yeah. How do I say "and me" in Spanish?
And me.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Or me too.
I don't know. To be fair.
Well, you need a better Spanish teacher there, mate.
To be fair, mate, I'm really good in the lesson, and then I just die. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
It must be it must be so mentally taxing learning a language.
I think
like you were just saying about, it must get tiring after an hour of that, like proper like.
Probably have to get your brain to think and like reorganize things. And like somebody at work kind of knows I'm learning Spanish, and she speaks Spanish to me, and she was, "Oh, how was the Spanish?" And but said that in Spanish to me, and I just froze. And I was like, "All right, I'm not in the way I can respond currently."
I think this is why it's better to learn languages when you're younger, surely, because your brain is a more malleable. I imagine, like the pathways and how you learn things is just a lot more. Flexible, I guess, is probably the word I'd use.
Yeah, tranky.
Yeah, but no, good. Well, at least you're enjoying it, Tom. Anyway, but how's
enjoying it?
How's the move gone, mate? Most importantly, how's the move gone?
I'm in Nueva. Nueva is I can't remember what new is. Nueva's 9. I think it's something like that. In casa. I'm in the new casa. It's not exactly set up for podding currently. This is something I voted against. They look fucking hideous. They're not good, are they? That's rental. This is a rental bed and a rental fucking thing.
They look like just standard IKEA, don't they?
They look shit, don't they? Like Chloe was like, "Oh, they're better than your ones." Shock. Anything. By the way, guys, anything I've owned is awful. Apparently, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Oh, it's John Lewis. That's White Company. That one. No. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Oh no, it's not the colour. It's not. Just get rid of it. It's fine. Yeah, they look like shit. Like I thought my one was better. I bought some like Amazon basic ones that were like fucking 15 quid. Now I'm paying like fucking 10, 15 pound a month to have that. So I'm like, what's the point? I don't get it. Right.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Just also easy life, mate.
Didn't realise that the bed that obviously we weren't gonna, because I couldn't be bothered to bring I've got my mattress here, but the bed, I couldn't be bothered to bring my bed because I built it in my room. In my old flat, so I was like, "Oh, this would be absolute ag getting it over." So we got some like rental bed, wrong size, isn't it? Good job,
Brilliant.
I thought I had like a queen bed. Apparently, I ordered a king mattress. So who knew? Who knew? That's all good. But it's nice, mate. It's good. Everything's almost ready. It's just stressful, isn't it? I think it could have been less stressful if mi suegra hadn't been here, which is my future mother-in-law, for just under 4 weeks. That's too long. It's too long.
It's about 3.5 weeks too long.
Yeah, it's just like I said. Like Mike just got an earful from me. I was just like, your whole business and your whole life just on pause for a month, whilst you kind of have to. Just not, it's very nice, like going out for some meals and doing stuff and lots of activities. But I've been like to Essex for a few days, and I've been to Oxfordshire for a few days. Then I've like been out nearly every single fucking day, do stuff around London, go to this restaurant, go to that restaurant, cook at home, entertain, blah, blah, blah. It's all very good. But like these are normally like, you're definitely the same as me. Like probably 2 to 3 nights of the week you want to be kind of working or at your laptop, getting ahead of shit
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah. So that's been exciting. So I feel like I'm very behind. So yeah,
Which is not
just
a nice
always
feeling, is it, being very behind?
no. So I'm just behind of where I want to be. But we're all good.
Yeah.
I'm just tired. Just tired.
Just tired.
But
Just
but we
tired,
had
mate.
we had some nice exciting things with the I guess we'd go wedding updates. All good. Dan's got
I did
his
get your email. I got your email
oh,
about
you got an
wedding
email.
accommodation.
There
Yeah.
we go. Good man.
Yeah.
You can ignore
Swiftly
it. So.
ignored it. So it's fine. Yeah.
Dan's
All
already
good.
got his luckily I've already blocked his room out for him. So
Well, you said it
luckily.
was a tent. You said it was a tent in the
I
grounds.
put a
And I was
tent
lucky to get that.
put the tent outside Burnham Palace, but
Yeah.
just gonna stay there, mate. Just stay there. It'll be fine.
I'm fine with that.
So you'll
I
be
like
fine.
camping. I like camping.
Uh, we're not even doing it there. You're just gonna be around Oxfordshire. So we'll
Yeah.
just give you a bit of a walk into town. So it's fine.
That's fine, mate. That's
Um,
fine. I could do
yeah.
with the steps as well. Yeah.
So that'll be fun, won't it? But yeah, I'm trying to kind of coax over. Basically, I think we should try and take the whole of that hotel. I think we probably can. We got a room block there, so they're only going to release those days like for a while. Basically, I think we're going to take over well, at least 2 to 3 hotels. I think, which is funny. Um, but it'd be quite fun if we managed to get that because I've reserved for Daniel is this beautiful country pub. It's absolutely amazing. It's so lovely, but it should be a good. But all my family is staying there, and unfortunately, Dan is linked into my wedding party, so he's got
Yeah.
to stay with me. So
I'm part of the cool crew, mate. Do you know what I mean?
cool cats. What I
Yeah.
am very excited about though, on the Sunday or for our leaving kind of brunch thing is we have decided to at the place that you're staying, which I said has the best roast dinner I've ever had in my life. We are doing a leaving roast dinner instead.
Oh,
So
epic.
so
What
we're
a
doing
choice.
from 12 till 3. We're doing like just eat as much as you fucking like, and then you can fuck off. You'll probably do that and then run away to the bar. So lovely. You'll feel very
Literally,
satisfied.
I think our
Yeah.
flight's at like 10 o'clock at night on the Sunday or something. So we've got plenty of time to get there as well from there. That's plenty of
Yeah.
time, isn't it? Oxford
Yeah,
to
loads of fucking time.
Heathrow.
Loads of
Easy.
time. Yeah. About an hour
Yeah,
away.
no,
But yeah,
sounds good, mate.
all
I'm
things
excited. I'm
going,
excited for the pre-wedding golf. I'm excited for the pre-wedding me and you chilling out for a few
which
days.
I've
That's my
which I've
holiday.
laid
That's one
the
of my holidays.
I've laid some foundations.
Oh
So
yeah, good
in
man.
terms
Good man.
of old David Sleeth, I think we might play with him
Oh,
during that
nice.
week. So we might
Yeah,
hook up at one of his courses. I was like, only if you're paying, mate. I was like, your treat. So,
yeah.
and
Good.
then I'm going to lay the foundations for another couple of Heathland courses, I think, because I think that's not something you've really done. Is like Heathland in Surrey and around there, so
Yeah,
which would be fun.
not at all.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Very fun. Try and get some top 100s in there. Will be the idea.
Oh,
Which will be
very
good.
much so.
And then obviously we'll have a the golf wedding event on the Thursday, I think. Which should be
Yeah,
good.
that's what we're warming up for, isn't it? That's what
That's
we're
what we're
warming up
warming up for. Correct. Yeah, we've got to do that. And then we've got to go have a. You've got to come to the rehearsal dinner. Bro.
for. Lol. Uh,
I always like to
I'm still,
rehearse
I'm
my
still a
food.
bit of a way away from feeling nervous about it yet. But then I realized the other day, I was like, I do need to start thinking about what I'm going to say.
What are you nervous about? Fucking just show up, man. You get to show up and have a free ride for the whole fucking week.
Well, I've got to talk to people. I've got to do a speech that is somewhat entertaining but not too derogatory. Otherwise, I'm going to get slapped across the face. Do you know, like a few things that are quite stressful, mate.
Debatable. Debatable.
Things I want to say on the speech will probably not be allowed. So, I've got to
That's
tread
right.
carefully. You know.
50, 60% of the people won't understand you. So it's fine.
And that's my hope, anyway. Is that the stuff that I'm going to try, the stuff that
So
I try and be funny or try and talk about you in a derogatory way, I'll try and do it in slang terms. So they'll just be like, "What's you on about?" I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
don't worry about it. It's cool. Yeah, no.
But
And
then, but
everyone
then
half of them laugh. And half fine.
if so, you're kind of cutting out half the people who could laugh, which lends itself to awkwardness if they don't laugh, and then you're like, oh god, that hasn't landed very well.
Yeah,
Or yeah,
luckily I
that's the
don't
kind
care what
of
people think. There'll be certain people in the crowd. If they laugh, I'll be happy. Do you know what I mean? It's just that. It's just as long as they laugh, that's all I care about. People that get my humor. Um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I'm allowed. Like I said, I've got to pass it with Chloe. Some of the stuff I'm allowed to say or not. So we'll just leave it at that.
I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to Dan having a drink. That'll be fun.
yeah. I will have a drink. I will get stuck in. To be fair,
Fucking hope so.
Yeah,
Like
damn right.
we've
We are
got
paying for it, so
yeah,
fucking damn right
exactly.
I'm getting stuck in. Yeah, mate.
Fucking hell.
Don't you worry about it.
We've got spending minimums to hit, my friend.
Yeah,
So yeah,
you don't need to encourage. The thing is, you don't need to encourage Laura to have a drink. You're all right with
exactly.
that. It's just
Laura's
me,
in a
isn't it?
fucking whale of a time.
And if she's
So
drinking, she's going to be like, Dan, start have a drink. Come on, we don't get to do this very
we
often.
I think Laura's gonna love it as well because we will be supplying like hangover kits and stuff like that. So she's gonna be like, oh, this is so great. Uh,
Have you seen there's tablets now you can get that's supposed to reduce your hangovers?
yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
them on like Shark Tank, I think it was. I got hit with an advert on it the other day.
They've
Yeah,
done their
definitely going to
target
invest in them.
market
Yeah,
target market for you.
I'm definitely going to invest in some of them. Definitely for August and then definitely for October. I think that's when we my when I'm going to need them for. Um, yeah, some heavy drinking in it for me anyway. I mean, heavy drinking for me is about 3 drinks, but it's gonna be more than that as well.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I'm looking forward
that'll
to
be fun.
the ciders that you have. So it'll be good. Yeah.
I might go for ciders, all the fruity cocktails with like umbrellas and stuff. Do you know,
Oh
like
yeah, oh
really
yeah.
cool looking stuff?
We're gonna do some like bespoke cocktails. You can have like
Yeah,
the Tom. I know whatever my cocktail will be, and then whatever Chloe's gonna be. So I'm
yeah.
guaranteed hers is gonna be with like mezcal tequila. So I probably will choose. There's something that I like.
Please make it like berry and fruity and like not alcoholic, not like really strong alcohol in there, like tasting. Because tequila's really strong. No one wants tequila. Like it's
No,
not good.
I'll make a Guinness based one.
Oh, fuck's sake.
There's a black velvet. Yeah, black
No,
velvet.
no,
Black
Tom.
velvet is so good. Yeah,
Poor choice.
I think that's what I'll do. So something like that.
All right.
Lovely job. Anyway, this is a fitness show. I did make some nice food yesterday because obviously we've been eating out, and we've talked about this before. My body was fucking craving salad so much it was insane. I made a lovely little taco chicken salad, and I made pico de gallo for the first time, which was good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Check
it
you out.
was. I know. I think I don't even remember what it was in it. It was like um, I took. You know what's really fun? It's chopping tomatoes. That thing. Um,
Is
Pico
it
de gallo.
is it
Yeah, it
really
was
fun, Tom, or is that just
really fun.
how boring the last 2 weeks has been?
Mate, so much
Because
fucking
that's not
chocolate.
fun, is it, Tom?
It
Chopping up
wasn't
tomatoes
fun.
that small
No.
is not fun, really, is it?
What was in it? I think people should go and do that. Just have some like a normal kind of salad, and then go make a pico de gallo. It's got what's it got in it? I think we would just call it salsa, but salsa is actually I didn't know this until I learned Spanish ish. Where salsa just means sauce.
Brilliant. So it should be tomato salsa, technically, is what you're on about. But anyway, at risk of losing everyone's interest in this podcast, let's stop talking about that. And related to food, though, I want to talk about this. Is
Mm.
like I've seen this guy on Instagram and he's winding me up because it's got on my explore. I've got sent it once and it's on my explore page now constantly. Right? Have you seen this? It's the guy that goes, "Oh, the reason you're not losing weight is because you keep eating these share bars of dairy milk. What you need to do is make this one for 420 calories and you can eat the whole thing and it's got 50 grams of protein in." Have you seen that guy?
I saw it on Rachel Henley's
Oh,
thing
fuck me. Yeah,
because
that's where I saw it. And then I keep
yeah,
seeing his videos now on Explore. Oh my God, right. Now, on what planet is mixing Greek yogurt with whey protein and adding a crumbled up Oreo the same as eating a share bar of chocolate? Like, oh my God. Like, I can't hack it. The way he goes on about it, like it's the most amazing thing in the world. Mate, it's
pun
Greek yogurt
intended.
and whey protein. It's a yogurt and you're freezing it. Like, they think that crumbling a biscuit into it makes it the thing. No, 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 no. Like, I just think it's just obscene how far it's gone. Like that is ridiculous though. Like it's actually ridiculous that people are trying to get away with it, claiming that that's going to help. Oh my good lord! Like I've got nothing wrong with you, like fucking. But let's just call a spade a spade. It's Greek yogurt mixed with whey protein. It's not. You're not reinventing the wheel here.
No,
It winds me up.
trying to
And do you
find
know what
it.
it is? It's that whole like, and I talked about this on I think I wrote an email. I did put on a story. Anyway, it's part of my content production stuff over the next few weeks. I'm going to talk about is that I actually think that coaches that love fitness, like they absolutely love fitness, they make the worst coaches. Like, and the people that love fitness and are super passionate about it, they cannot understand how someone wouldn't want to do that and make that choice. They can't get it into their heads that people like don't actually love that. They don't love Greek yogurt with whey protein, like, and they never will, like me. I never will pretend to love that or like it or even put it in any part of my diet, right? Is like this concept of just like just because you've got in shape doing this stuff and you love it and all that sort of stuff. I wrote it I started writing an email about it actually. Um it's like, yeah, I wrote this. It's like you can't understand why people don't love fitness or why they don't want to get up at 5 a.m. to work out for fun. Like they probably can't see themselves ever loving fitness. And it's like I see a lot of coaches this, why wouldn't you want to weight train? You feel so good after it. They don't know that. Don't you realize how good you can feel after stop eating junk food? No, they don't. They've not done it for long enough. Like they don't. Surely people realize how great you feel when you sleep properly, you go to bed at 9:30 at night and wake up at 6. No, they don't know how that feels. They don't. And like because you love fitness and you've always done it, like you will never understand that feeling. And like it's just this concept of I understand you need to inspire people, but loving fitness in the way that some people do makes them horrific coaches.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the ability to relate and understand and even converse and get the points across in the right way. It's just gone, like completely gone with people. I don't know, like that. The guy, I'm like, are we really there? Is that really what we think we want to hear? Like, I just that's not obviously the exact point I'm making with the loving fitness stuff, but it's all related. You know, when you just sat there like, what is going on? I just don't understand what fitness has become. Like, there's a real disconnect between again the people that have got results and seen how good it feels and all these things and knowing about protein and stuff, but then the people you're talking to don't know what that feels like. They say things like, "Oh, you know how good it'll feel when you do this." No, no, I don't. I don't know what it feels like. So all they do is they put themselves through the pain of the 4 weeks of trying to do it and never going through that 8 week sticking point of going through the other side to feel good. So to them, they always do the same 4 weeks over and over again, where they don't feel any positive from doing it, any pleasure from doing it. All they feel is the pain of doing it, and they go eating a dairy milk share bar was better than this, so I'll go back to doing that because they feel better in the moment from doing it. Right? I just find it baffling that PTs can't see it. I'm like, no, that they haven't stuck to anything long enough to know that it feels good. You got to motivate them. You've got to coach them through that. Like, not just go, oh, you don't want it enough. What?
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, it's
Like,
good.
you don't want it enough. No, no, I don't know what it is yet. What do you mean it? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it feels like. Just because you've not had a drop of alcohol for 4 years and you feel better for it, great. But I haven't. So how does it feel? Teach me. Go tell me what I'm going to go through in those first 4 weeks of not drinking and how it's going to feel. And the people are going to make fun out of me. And I'm going to be desperate to have a drink again. I'm going to feel like I'm missing out on social events and I'm going to feel shit for it. I'm going to feel more unhappy. They don't know that bit, do they? They just go, oh, I just don't drink. Oh, brilliant. Cheers, mate. Thanks for that advice. Like, that's coming from someone who doesn't even fucking drink that much. Even I know how to fucking get the points across. It's just crazy that this lack of understanding and empathy in the industry is wild. And it's getting worse, by the way. Much, much worse
Yeah, I
than when we
think
started.
unfortunately with the rise of the hybrid rock stars, and that kind of crowd, the functional fitness crowd, um, not a good crowd for coaching whatsoever because there was a group of people. I think it was the generation just under us, I believe. So who, and I think I remember talking about it with you, perhaps in London, where people, there was more people going to fitness classes and than going out drinking, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like that's their social kind of space. And
Yeah.
therefore they've got this kind of not unhealthy kind of addiction to fitness or whatever, but they've never known perhaps they've got different struggles. Everybody's struggles are real, but it's like very different
Yeah.
struggles. But if they've turned to coaching and that was their thing, and it's that they love fitness clearly because they'd rather do that than
Yeah.
fucking have a black velvet with me at well, my wedding. It's fine. And then, but that's where they've shifted. And
Yeah.
like, that's totally like, we both coaches, right? And the worst ones are the ones that just fucking eat and breathe and do everything fitness wise. And
Yeah.
you're just like, or
Yeah.
they just don't know when to stop. And you're like, dude, chill. I'm not doing enough. No, like, you're doing way
Yeah.
too much.
There's
Way
just a
too.
fine line, isn't there, with it? And it's just I think it seeps over into like I say that sort of style of content. I'm just like, oh my God, like, and I'm surprised it doesn't get trolled more, to be honest, for it. But then I think people just ignore it and they just go, oh my God, this good. Can't be asked for this. But anyway, that it wasn't even the thing I wanted to rant about. Okay,
Well, it was so
it came out of
interesting
nowhere.
though, because literally my top. We'll talk about your topic in a second, because that exact thing. And one of the stories I put out yesterday was the most, I think I got like 10, 12 messages from it. Um, and it was about not being a fitness robot. The
Mm.
exact same story I put out. I just put a little spiel because it was just a little bit about. Let me find what I wrote. Don't know why I'm clicking on your fucking thing. You didn't respond to it. There we go. I do that. So I just went just to highlight for coaches who live and breathe their training and prioritize it over anything else. I haven't trained in 10 days due to moving home. Apparently, it's a longer process combining two flats into one, but I'm still alive. The stuff that will have diminished, easy power, speed for me, a little bit of aerobic capacity, but everything else will actually be fine. I'm glad I'm not a training robot who just tells you to find the time. Training will and has to fit around 99% of your lifestyle all of the time. And having the ability to prioritize the stuff that gives the most benefit when you are not fully on is a coaching skill that I'm fucking fortunate to have. Because I know exactly how it is that training falls down my pecking list of like priorities. Because I'm like, all right, wedding stuff with Chloe, like I know future wise, it's probably more beneficial for me in terms of my mental health and my relationship health and social health to spend time with my
Yeah.
future mother-in-law and my future wife and move in properly and do all this other shit and do all this crap. And I'm prepping for a fucking race and stuff, but yeah, it's fine. Like, I know
Mm.
that those are my priorities right now, and my fitness thing actually gets knocked down, but I'm not going to cry about it. Yeah, I felt a little bit shit for it, and I've got to take the time, and then I purposely put it in when I could come back in. But I don't think the people who are fitness robots, like you said, who are fucking making those Greek yogurt fucking chocolate bars just don't understand that. They haven't had, perhaps they're too young, or perhaps they haven't had enough adversity in their life to be able to kind of coach around those things. And we both have. We both been through breakups. We've both been either married or engaged or moved or had normal kind of fucking lives to an extent, but both made them as successful as we could, but and understand how to fucking talk to a human. So
Yeah, I think
yeah,
and I had a call with a coach today, on her call, and she's just literally moved. It was her first call that she's had since she moved, and she's going away. And we spent 30 minutes basically telling her that she needs to take a holiday and she needs to book a week off. Like
yeah.
that was the extent of my business coaching with her for 30 minutes. Is she just moved in and she's got a bunch of weddings she's going to in 6 weeks'
Mm.
time, and she was like, "Oh, I need to got this stuff prepped before I go, blah blah." And I'm going to do the check-ins here, and I'm rushing around here. I went, "When was the last time you took a week off?" She was like, "Oh, Christmas." And I went, "Well, you're taking a week off during that week. You're going to email all your clients. You've got enough time to email them." And there's that inevitable panic of like, "Oh, but I can't take a week off. People are going to leave." I'm like, "Well, no, they're not. Number one. And number two is like, even if they do leave that week, it's nothing to do with you taking a week holiday. It's to do with the fact that
Yeah.
they were going to leave anyway, right?" And it's this whole thing of going, people sometimes just need to be told in the plain light of day, like, look, you shouldn't be focusing on trying to create shitloads of content today. Like, you've just moved. I'm not going into depth in terms of other things we talked about, but essentially the whole point of the call was I basically told her to take weeks of holiday and to not do business work for a week, which again you'd think would be counterintuitive, but it's because you understand human beings. And we went through all the stress she's going through, all the things that she's noticed since she moved, and I was like, well, this is all normal. And I said, do you feel? And the funny thing about it is, I said to her, I was like, you're going to feel this, this, and this is why it happens. And she goes, that's exactly what's happened. I was like, yeah, no. When you say that to someone and they go, that's exactly what happened, and then you say to them, take a week off on holiday, they go, you're probably right, because you've just explained to them that you're right, because you've told them exactly how they're feeling, and you know that's how they're feeling, and they go, yeah, that is exactly it. And I'm like, yeah,
But
that's
they
what you
need
do.
someone, they need that person to fucking tell them. That's what coaching is about,
Yeah,
right? Because it's just like, all right, you need that other eyes or kind of the, I don't know, outside looking in kind of thing to be like, because when you're in it, like, it's fine. Like, obviously, I had a call with Mike today and I've had all this fucking shit for a month, but I think I'm perhaps in a better position because I coach coaches and they're almost like I just go onto not survival mode, but the kind of the bare minimum mode is what I have. My non-negotiables that I can have like written on my wall, and that's it. And guess what those non-negotiables are? Service my own fucking clients.
yeah,
Like keep them. Don't focus on I can get new ones in. That'll take care of itself.
yeah,
Focus on them. That's it. Like my outreach, I said to Dan, I was like, I've not spoken in my DMs properly to outreach for fucking 4 weeks. I still signed up 4 clients, but nothing to do with my fucking content or outreach or whatever that would be. So it's just
Mm.
interesting. Very interesting. But people should have that
Yeah.
kind of not they shouldn't rest on their laurels, but if shit hits the fan, they should have, especially in personal training, they should have their default kind of this is the bare minimum mode. You know you can kind of not coast, but if shit hits the fan, this is what you can do.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it be like for me, like it went down to like posting only 4 or 5 times a week instead of like six.
Mate, most coaches can't
So
even do that, mate. So, you know, fuck me. It's I get it from coaches regularly. It's embarrassing how little they're prepared to do or can do, or deem as acceptable. Like you said, you just moved and done all this stuff, and you're going, oh, I've gone down to 4 or 5 times a week. I'm like, fucking hell, mate. I'm trying to get some of my clients to post 4 or 5 times a week.
yeah.
You know, it's the reality. Maybe you understand it a little bit more, a little bit better than others. But I think that's another benefit of being in PT and actually dealing with human beings and seeing them in sessions and listening to them and doing that. Whereas I think online coaches don't get that as much. They just think it's about macros. They just think it's about the numbers they give out in a spreadsheet. And you're like, mate, it's the least important thing that you do
Right.
for a
Yeah.
client when it comes to this sort of stuff. But anyway, the thing I wanted to rant about was I think with social media now, I saw this and I just kind of said to myself, I was like, have we now gone too far? Like it took me back actually. I needed to post up my story, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe I should do at some point. Um, and it's actually really he's really gone down in my estimations actually from seeing it. I'm all for like making stuff sound good. I'm all for making stuff sound, inviting, somewhat curiosity driven based hooks and thumbnails on YouTube videos. And I think you do need to do that to a certain degree, right? But I saw this and it's too far. Like Diary of a CEO, Stephen Bartlett. This was the thumbnail, right? Cancer is skyrocketing. Here's what they're keeping from you. Now, I just think that is fucking abhorrent. Like
Right.
I think that there are some things I think you can clickbait on and you can be a little bit more like that for such an emotive topic that affects so many people in only negative ways to get clicks and views on a video. I just was sick. I just saw it and I just thought, you absolute fucking scumbag. That's what I think when I see that, right? He can talk about fat loss and muscle gain and like supplements and sleep and whatever. It doesn't really affect anyone's life in a real negative way, like massively. Like there are positive connotations to doing that, right? I just think I haven't actually clicked on the video. I don't want to give him the fucking credit of clicking on the video, right? I'd be interested to see if anyone else has commented on it to say the same thing. In fact, I'm going to go on it now and see if there's any comments from it because to me,
Let's get it up.
it's just low, lowest of the low to try and get clicks on a video about cancer saying that. I think it's the again maybe I'm being too over the top with it. Maybe I am, but I don't think I am. When I saw it, I just thought disgusting. I just genuinely thought like, and look, I'm maybe the guy knows his shit. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Um, but I just couldn't help but feel like I mean I might even leave it as a comment. Like I don't know what is it too far for me. I think it is. Like I don't know. Maybe not. I just couldn't believe it. I just think that thumbnail should just be a everything you need to know about cancer or something like that. Like make it something like that, a little bit more like okay, what it was the whole like here's what they're keeping from you. I just think you're just such a
Yeah.
I just think it's awful. Like anyway, that's my opinion on it. I saw it and I just had an opinion on it. I just thought pretty poor. I can't see any comments on it about talking about it, to be fair.
No, not gonna lie. Literally, they're all like, Dr. Lee did this. It's such an emotive thing, isn't it?
It's like the comment here, this broke my heart, hearing it's possible to cure whatever this is. My 24-year-old niece in the UK wasn't given much hope and died 6 weeks after being diagnosed. This was 2 years ago. I'm just like, I'm not. I don't know the legitimacy of what he's talked about and stuff like that, right? Um, and maybe he does know his stuff, but it's just for me, it was the way that it was framed with that thumbnail was just so distasteful for me anyway. Maybe I should watch it and maybe I should understand. Um, but yeah, not a single person commented saying like pretty poor. But anyway, um, that's one thing that I think is just like again in this pursuit of views and this pursuit of clicks, I just thought it was just very low, and I just think are we really gonna not really care about people's emotions and thoughts and feelings when they read something like that just to get some clicks on a video? Because that's ultimately what he's done in it.
Yeah, of course he is. And like I've listened to a talk with his head of social, and they have 50 thumbnails before they post. And obviously they test certain ones at whatever times, yeah, for his like podcasts. And that was obviously the one that either performed so well or blah blah blah, got the most clicks, or they kind of fell on.
And
But yeah,
the biggest problem for me, the biggest problem that I have with this is knowing the level of guests he has on that talk about nutrition and training and the experts he has on. You kind of go, oh fucking hell, is this going to be a quack? You don't know.
yeah,
Um,
because
but
that's the thing,
anyway,
isn't it? Yeah, you're just like, please, is that going to be? Because some of the morons they have on, like,
literally
oh
in the
Jesus
pursuit of
Christ,
clicks, it's just a bit of a. It's the first one I've seen that makes me go, like again, like I said, that's just low. Like with all the audience that you've got, with all the things you can do, you've gone with that as a thumbnail. You've gone with again the chronic disease expert. We can now reverse stage 4 cancer. This is feeding your cancer cells. It's like, ugh, can we not be a bit more like I don't know, sensitive? I just for me, it's maybe it's for me, it's a tipping point where I go on social media and with content. There's certain things that you can do and have fun with, but that in terms of hooks, I mean, and like how you're going to get people's attention. I just think with that, I just think it's an extremely distasteful
hmm.
um, way of trying to get clicks on that video, in my opinion. Yeah. Anyway, that's just what I wanted to talk about. I think that we have to be wary of again, like, okay, that I'm all for like say clickbait. I'm all for having stuff like that, but I just think again, not that any of our clients are ever going to talk about that or ever going to talk about these things, right? But I just think you have to be careful. And I talk about being emotive within content and what you say and making sure you go deep into people's thoughts and feelings with content as much as anyone would but I think there's limits though. Like I just feel like that's a limit, and obviously some people don't have limits. I don't think some people have boundaries with this stuff,
No, they don't.
which is sad.
Yeah, I think I listened to like maybe two ever, and I just don't get on with it like any of his content. Honestly, it's just I don't particularly like the guy. Uh, the way he comes across and the way he kind of acts his interviews and stuff like that. He's very intelligent, but like, yeah, I just and you just know somebody rubs you up the wrong way. I think I was talking to you like
Mm.
I was watching lots of like how to grow YouTube kind of channels and stuff like that. There's those certain personalities that they're just not you, are they? Like Ali Abdaal, which I said to you, I was just like,
Yeah, I
just
don't, yeah,
feel like
big
he
fan.
comes
Yeah.
across as smarmy, and I'm like, I just don't like. He's very much like a even though he wants you to be his peer, he can only talk down. He's got
Yeah,
this kind of like, I've been a doctor, therefore I am the hierarchy of this room, and blah blah
yeah.
blah 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 blah. And he never comes down to talk to you eye to eye. And
No.
I hate that. I guess it's the way of my learning and the way I like teaching. I hate being the authority downward to someone and kind of, yeah, I know more than you, therefore you're here.
Mm.
I'm like, no, no, you just don't know it yet, but you're still my peer. I was like, you're going to be level with me. It's fine. I want you to build up rather than be like, no, no, you won't get to my level. Which is always that kind of thing, which I think with Stephen Bartlett is. It's another kind of way of discussing content. But anyway, let's wrap. Let's just take a prediction for the biggest two games of the season tomorrow.
Southend.
Good man. Well done. Good job. We have Forest Green Rovers versus Southend United in the playoff semi-finals. And
Aren't Forest Green Rovers the vegan team?
Yeah.
We've got to win then, haven't we?
They're like crazy. They're slightly mental, aren't they? And it's on at the same time as Man United Tottenham in the Europa League final.
Well, there's only one game I'll be watching.
It's live on the zone. Our tickets sold out in 6 hours.
Is that because there was only 2,000 of them?
That was only 700, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's Where's the game being held? Where's the playoff game held?
It's at Forest Green, whatever that is. Fucking Cotswolds, isn't it?
Is it not a bigger stadium?
It's the semi-finals.
Oh, so in the semis, right.
Well, in the National League, there's 3 rounds.
Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be?
Why wouldn't there be? Because it's because only one goes up, doesn't it? And then second and third go into the playoffs, but they automatically go through to the semi-final. So then 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th play each other first, which was last week, and it's called the Eliminators because so it's one game only. That's it.
Where's the final being held? Is the final held at a bigger ground? Surely it's like
Wembley, mate.
It's not Wembley.
Yes, it is. How dare you?
Fuck that. The National League at Wembley.
Mate, Southend, well, obviously we have the biggest attendance, so it will be embarrassing. If we don't get there, it will be embarrassing for the league because we'll bring at least 30 to 40,000 people. We'll sell out, I reckon 35,000, I think we'll bring. Most of them are coming to my wedding, so fine.
I'd say, yeah. We know all of them, don't you?
So yeah, but it'll be funny I don't know who we're playing. Who we might be playing. It's York or somebody. York or Oldham tonight, I think. Yeah. Oldham used to be in the fucking Premier League, didn't they?
Yeah.
They're in the National League. That's bad.
That's what Redden will do soon, mate. We're out of time for fucking Redden doing the same fucking thing.
Amazing. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back with a more light-hearted episode. Now that I've stopped doing all my stuff, I'll come up with some quizzes to annoy Dan. So it's all good.
Yeah, that's what we're all about. Love that quiz.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you next week.
See you later.